Hello, hello, everybody. Can y'all hear us? So we have YouTube, Facebook. Camera looks like it's on. Can everybody hear us?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Well, how's everybody doing? This is our second live, and we are at our house. As you can see, a white and black theme behind us. Um, I know, fingers crossed. We're on Starlink right now. So hopefully all is well. Everything works out. Let's just see how this goes, okay? Um, okay, so I can see people joining. Hey, how's it going? Tara, Sue. How's it going, Sue, Linda, Deborah?
You see his Texas shirt?
Oh, that's just a coincidence, y'all. I didn't wear this on purpose. Yeah, that's just a coincidence. Don't read into that at all. Just 3-0, nothing crazy. Butler family, how's it going? Miss Herring, how's it going?
That was good. That was good.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, y'all. So our second live. Look at Mama's shirt, y'all. Girl, that shirt is fly. It's not as fly as my shirt, but so Mama's wearing some of that new merch we got in. We're still figuring out our website, but that's a nice shirt. I like the material. It came out really really well. Yes, hook 'em, Catherine. I see you down there. So, Mom, our second live. What do you think?
I'm praying. We prayed that this Wi-Fi would hold up, y'all.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, um, really, we just wanted to hop on this live tonight and just converse, spend time with y'all.
Yeah.
It's been what, a month and a half
Yeah.
or so since we had our first live, and just really want to answer any questions. Once again, test out this Wi-Fi, and we could talk a little bit about what's going on here on the homestead. So, if you have any questions, go ahead and throw them in the chat. We'll try our absolute hardest to catch them and answer them along the way. Um, but I know one thing that a lot of people have been wondering. I've seen it in the comments, Mama, even though you do most of the comments, which is you're back at work. So, how's that going? You've been off since what, April?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how's it going being back at work?
I was about to secretly reveal what I really do, but I don't want to do that yet.
Hmm.
No, this is peak season um for us in the retail room because we're going into holiday. So it's been busy, but good. But it is exciting because when I come home, the girls are happy. But then now Farrell's starting to realize when I walk in the room, so then he smiles. So like, of course, you get greeted by SJ in Egypt with big hugs, but now the baby also gets excited. So I love that.
Right, right, right. So now I've been a stay-at-home dad for about 2 weeks now. So hi,
Let's
Egypt
see you
Rose.
gotta say hi. Hi.
Yeah, so I've been a stay-at-home dad for about 2 weeks now, and it's been interesting, y'all. We are very
What's happening?
blessed. I think we should say. I think we could say that we're very blessed with Pharaoh.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And I think a
yeah,
lot of people in Alabama, when we were there, recognized that he's very laid back, y'all. Like he essentially only cries when he's hungry or what, sleepy maybe,
yeah. Sometimes if I eat eggs, he gets gassy, but
or yeah, if he has gas,
yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
So he's made it very, very easy, like extremely easy, which is a blessing because I know what the alternative is if I were at home and he was the opposite. So um whether it's building the fence, like yesterday I cut the yard. So I was able to cut our house yard, which is a fairly large yard, and
Yeah.
it took me about 2.5 hours. He was just napping, so very easy. Outside of that, um, I gotta be honest. I don't miss work, y'all. Yeah, I said it out loud. I love what I do, but being at home with the family, being at home on the property with the animals, able to respond to things like in real time, able to take care of projects and things like that in real time is such a blessing. So, yeah, that's funny. I see someone said, it was Tara. Tara said your place always looks so wonderful. And that's funny because what did Judy say yesterday, Mama?
Judy said that, was it yesterday or the day before? She
It was
said she's
yesterday.
gonna pull up on us. So
Yeah,
Nico was like, "Pull up on me." He didn't care. He
yeah,
was like, "Let's go." But it's a lot that goes into it, from like waking up
right.
early and sundown. It's a lot. And update, because I saw some questions in the chat on both sides around the baby, and he's doing really well, y'all. We have his next cardiologist appointment is October 17th,
Hmm.
but so far he's been gaining weight. He's been eating. We're gonna start testing out baby food soon. He's
Yeah,
very laid back and chilled. And as Nico joked about it, um, we were nervous because both of our girls have been. Yes. And then when Sahara Jade hit the twos, she was what Hannah talked about.
yeah.
She was a little wild one. Um,
Hmm.
but Egypt's always been like really mellow. So we'll see how Pharaoh turns out. But super blessed because right now he's really chill. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were talking about Aunt Judy from Sneed's Farmhouse, by the way.
Yeah.
She said that she was just gonna drive from Alabama and just pop up on us because she's tired of everyone saying how clean our farm always is. And I told her it's the military dad,
No.
army, myself. So pull up anytime. Like everything has a place, everything. And when we're done with it, we put it back. Like if we spill food, if we're feeding the animals, what do we have to do, Egypt? What do you got to go get? Yeah,
Is
and the
Princess
broom.
sweeping
Yeah, you
up?
got to go get the broom and dustpan, right?
And so
So-
you want to say hi?
Also, we did not name the calf yet.
They're in what is it, deliberation mode. So you
Yeah.
may hear Egypt's coming look at some of the comments. So if you have an idea for the baby calf, she's been going back and share them with Nana. And then we'll say like at 7:40.
yeah,
You'll reveal the name. Okay.
we'll reveal the name at 7:40. Mama set the time at 7:40. That's 6:40 if you're central. Sahara, say hi to everyone. You just joined us.
Yes. And what's really funny is because SJ would love to live at Judy's because she has dinosaur bones. So Sahara wishes that she could stay there. But yeah. So it's
Yeah,
funny.
look, Egypt.
Oh, hi.
I want dinosaur bones at my house.
I
You
know.
want to have some here at the house?
We'll see what we can do about that.
I don't know. We're in Florida. I don't know if they were here like that. They
So,
probably
babe,
were.
Hi, Val.
Any more chicks, Egypt?
Yeah. How are the chicks going?
We have actually a lot.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
have a whole barn stall full of them, and then we have more eggs.
Yeah.
And all of the eggs are so far doing really good.
Mm-hmm. There were only 2 yesterday that we were like, so we're gonna see. But
Yeah. We have 22 chicks in one of the barn stalls, and there's like almost a little under 2 dozen in the incubator.
Mhm.
Maybe about another 20 in the incubator. So
oh wow, it's 9:09 in the morning in Australia. Well, thank y'all for joining. That's early.
yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
And
And
look at all
y'all-
the Louisiana.
Y'all hear? I put it in the video how Sahara's always making music, making beats. So here she goes.
I do like the name Brown Sugar, so I might add that to the list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of chick right now?
Actually, they kind of have a lot, but they're starting to get really big quick.
Do you have a favorite
You
breed?
like a favorite breed, a favorite kind?
Yes, but I gotta figure out the name of that one.
I don't have a favorite. And Sahara at one point, I don't know if it still is, her favorite was the Leghorn chicken.
Mm-hmm.
She really wants those. They're all white. I believe they're all white.
Yeah.
And we don't have any of those in our area, believe it or not. So I know that Mike over at Fowler Family Farm said that he would send us some eggs.
Oh, yeah,
Since
'cause he has some.
he has those over on his property.
Yes. So
We need a moderator.
Well, Egypt just did one.
No, well, someone that can take care of our chat because
Dada, what you
someone
saying that
I see
way?
some spam in here.
You're saying,
Some
you're
boomer?
saying this
Yeah.
way like the picture.
Someone is in here
You're saying
spamming
that
us.
way like the picture, Dad.
I don't know if you know who that channel is, but this is a Texas Longhorn page, so no spam, please.
He's so funny.
Respect the chat.
He's so
All right,
funny.
what were you saying, Mom?
But yes, we do go home. Nana goes home more frequently than the rest of us, because she goes sees her sisters.
Mhm.
But we are planning a trip now that we know we can travel with baby Pharaoh. So typically, I like to go home at minimum twice a year, but maybe we'll make it for Mardi Gras. We haven't been to Mardi Gras in a couple years, but it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh wow, 10 other accounts to use, huh, Cassie? So yeah, a lot of chicks, y'all. So in today's video that we uploaded, at the end of the video, Mama in Egypt talk about how I need to hurry up and build the chicken coop.
Mhm.
So that is our next big project here on the property. We need to build a new chicken coop because we don't want any of these hens with our existing coop, and we're going to
Yeah.
build a new run for them. So
And no roosters.
yeah, no roosters,
roosters.
But
just
we
hens.
did get one rooster.
There is a rooster in there right now. But
Yeah. So any of the roosters will probably have to send to Miss Sue over in Orlando.
Or we could sell them.
Either way, I think Miss Sue would take them.
And we are looking at getting another mate for Leroy. Someone asked that question.
Mhm.
So yes, we are looking. He's so happy, y'all. He's
He
he's
is.
such a nice.
He's
like,
content.
He's so happy. Every time he sees us, he gets excited and does a little dance where he runs in a circle. Sue's like, no, thank you.
Yeah, we'll send them your way, Sue.
But so happy. Dave, someone asked, is this our forever home? Should we kick the kids out for this? Or
Yeah.
are they safe?
Let's get. No, I'm not. Let's have a serious conversation. All right, children, give us like 10 minutes, then y'all can come back outside.
I
Don't
might pick Boomer.
You might pick Boomer.
don't
Go
you
tell-
do that.
You might pick Boomer. Go tell Nana.
All right, 7:40, y'all. 7:40.
7:40. You and Nana have to have a name. Okay.
All righty. So, it may have seemed like we were joking, but the reason I asked look at Latte, she's in the feeder.
Yeah.
Wow, I wish I could flip the camera. But the reason we asked the kids to step away is if you've watched our About Us video, then you know we've moved a lot. Natalie and I met in Louisiana.
Yeah. We have.
Then we lived in Texas. Then we went to South Mississippi. Then we went to North Mississippi. Then we went to Tennessee. Then from Tennessee, now we're in Florida. So we're kind of tired of moving. But at the same time, and we kind of spoke about this on our first live,
we're not closed off to it.
the reason we're open to moving and we're not sure if this is our forever home, as much as we love this property and as much work as we put into this property, is just the cost of living in Florida. So we are on a little over 10 acres, and we know that we would like to have more land.
Yeah.
And right up the road from us, there's 10 acres for sale for like $550,000. Our neighbor behind us, who I'm facing right now, our new neighbors are moving in as we speak because he sold his property, and he sold his 10-acre property with a home and a barn door shop, for $1 million. So as you can see, Florida is expensive.
Yeah.
And we've looked at some other areas of the country where we could move and we could get like literally hundreds of acres for that price.
Yeah.
So to get back to the point, Thor's funny. To get back to the point, the reason we asked the girls to go in the house is because Egypt's older now.
Yeah.
And she's
so
made
she
friendships,
understands.
she's made connections, and I could tell that when we speak about it, it has I think a negative impact on her. Like she starts to worry.
She's like, are we moving? Are we moving tomorrow?
Yeah.
So we don't want to say it in front of her that we're open to it, because that would be
Yeah.
something we would want to discuss with her. But yeah.
So we're not saying that we are, but we're saying that we are open to it simply because of cost of living.
Yeah.
One of the cool things about Florida, though, are the taxes. The taxes are very good. There's no state income tax, but if the trade-off is like $1 million for more land, then it's not worth it.
That's a good one without mineral rights. Okay, we have to look into that, babe. Don't buy land without.
Don't buy
mineral rights.
property without mineral rights.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
You
so
saw what
much to
Cassie put?
know.
She'll be closer to Mazzy. Yeah,
Yeah, she would love that.
She would be so excited.
But that's one of the things that we didn't really think about when we bought the land here in Florida, but we weren't really concerned with that. I do think the next time we buy land, no matter where it's at, and it could be the adjacent property. Once again, we're not saying we're going to move.
Because he does have his for sale.
Yeah, we're just saying like next time we're looking for land, we will look into that because there's so much that goes into buying land that we didn't take into consideration as far as mineral rights.
Yeah, we did
not.
But
what we did take into consideration buying land in Florida, if you're thinking about moving to Florida to start a homestead, or if you already live in Florida, you already know this, but the due diligence is on you to look at the property because there might be a posting that says like 50 acres for sale, but
swamp.
Only like 5 of it is high and dry. Like 40 of it's in a swamp and another 10 or another 5 of it might be like protected land. So you have to really do your due diligence in Florida to make sure you don't get finessed. Thinking you bought a lot of land, but then rain season comes around and it's all underwater.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, Jacob? Mama, you wanna take that one?
Thor is doing really well. I was a little hesitant, y'all, when we put I call him Big Mike because he is a big guy. When we put him in there with Latte, Mocha, and Mama, because Mike's a big, like he's pushing 300 pounds, and I was nervous that he could hurt Thor, but they get along great. Like they like run around each other. He's doing really well, and he knows his limits when it comes to boundaries with the girls. So he's not like Zeus where he tries to chase them to hurt them. Mm-hmm. He'll go and play with them, and then he knows when to back up because the ladies have put him in his place. And he's learning his commands like off, and we've been practicing sit with him, but he doesn't test the boundaries, which we were nervous about. And our new neighbors, y'all, have a puppy too, a Great Pyrenees puppy. So
Is it a Great Pyrenees?
Mm-hmm. So it'll be funny see them Nico didn't know.
I didn't. They're literally moving in.
Yeah, they're moving in. But the puppy was running around yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, well, here we go." And theirs looks like it's a couple months older than Thor, but he's been doing really well. The one thing is now he's getting bigger, so he's almost bigger than SJ, and he's catching up to Egypt. So it's teaching him how to like be gentle with them because he is going to be really way bigger than they are. So that's the main thing because he's still a puppy, so he wants to play, and sometimes they're like, get off of me or he's hurting me, but he doesn't mean to. He's just a baby.
Yeah. So I think Thor is doing amazing. The only reason I was joking like that around the neighbor's dog is because, as most of you know, Great Pyrenees are travelers. Like they need a lot of land and they like to roam. So, what if it's a girl?
Oh no.
Right? See, we're literally learning these things right here in the moment, y'all. So Natalie and I did say that we were going to give the new neighbors probably about a week or 2 to like move in and get settled before we go back there and introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
They do have some beautiful horses, though. I will say that their horses are very beautiful. But what when you move in somewhere, you don't want someone ringing your doorbell. Like this is in 1950. The day you move in, someone's at your door with cookies or something. Because when I watch old TV shows, that's what happens.
And I could bake something.
Yeah, you pull into your parking lot with your station wagon.
I would
and then before you can even open the first box, your neighbor's at the door with like cookies or something.
You saw what Hannah said?
What?
Goes into the field one day and has another. Actually, it's a big dog.
Right. Yeah. We don't need any more surprises at the moment. Hey, how's it going, Reed Creek? So let's see what else we have here. Yep, I see a lot of comments about buying land, people mentioning how they have family that's moved to some of the affordable areas we've spoken about. Anywhere in the Midwest, honestly. Tennessee is amazing, but we've already lived there. Wouldn't be opposed to going back, but we've already lived there.
Yeah, we loved it.
But yeah, the Midwest, Middle America, in my opinion, is still affordable. As you go out to the coast, it's like it gets crazy. What else we got?
This one's for you, babe.
Did I? No. Was I supposed to, Val? Was I supposed to bake cookies? No, I did not bake any cookies, but
Nico does not bake. He does
nah.
not.
Well, I know how. So here's the thing, y'all. We've spoken about eventually Natalie starting.
So that was one of the questions. Will
Look
I
at
do a
Thor.
cooking channel? Babe.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so um Natalie, we've spoken about eventually starting a second channel that'd be more so for like Natalie and the girls. So like this is our family channel, and there's so many people interested in like Natalie's cooking. If you didn't know, like when we lived in Memphis, Natalie had a small business where food prep, and she would have like a regular menu, a
Yeah.
vegan menu, what else? Like
Vegetarian.
you had something for
pescatarian.
everybody, and it was doing really well. And so Mama loves to cook.
Yeah.
All of our family and friends, when they come into town, they just really look forward to Natalie's cooking. So whether it's the cooking or like things with the girls, like shopping or how mom gets them ready, how mom does their hair, like people ask those kind of questions, and then maybe some of the animals that we don't show that often on our main channel. If we start a second channel, that would be what mom's channel is more so about. But I think your channel could easily turn into a cooking channel because mama throws down, y'all. She throws down. She cooks very well. So, but to answer your question, Val, now that I get it, it went over my head. It so went over.
It went over-
No. I was thinking about for the neighbors, Val. I was thinking about getting something for them off of Etsy. There's little cool like Florida things, or like there's this cool sign I have in mind. We have one in our house that has the area code in like the state by this wood workshop. So I was thinking about buying something like that for them, and maybe like putting a basket together, something like that, but no baked goods. Yeah. Leave that to
Tanya asked about arts and crafts.
Oh yeah, that's Natalie too. Yeah, I'm not going to speak on your behalf. You can let them know how you get down.
Yeah, so I love art projects. I've been that way all throughout school. I get it from my mom. My mom and my grandpa were that way. So everything in the girls' rooms, we do like paintings together. So Egypt has a unicorn painting in her room, and we did the unicorn painting together. It did stress me out for a little bit though because she's a kid and I was being a perfectionist. But it's a fun memory. Nico does more of the decoration stuff. I do the bedrooms. He does the main portion of the home. But so that we kind of do together because we'll be in Hobby Lobby, like, what do you think about this? How does this look?
Yeah.
And we can give each other some ideas. And yes, Claire, so I actually have, she was asking about for ingredients if we do it to convert. So I have some friends that have moved there or some that are from there. And when they would send their parents like, hey, these are the menu things that we're eating, I like to get creative with it to try to find a way to make healthy things be tasty because I don't like vegetables. Like I don't like salad, but if it tastes good, I'm gonna eat it. So it's how to make it have some flavor and some soul to it, and bring that Louisiana flair to it. And SJ loves vegetables because of it. Like she will go in on some broccoli, and she thinks it's better than the piece of chicken sitting next to the broccoli because we like to throw down.
Yeah, the second channel could also be a channel where like we show the home decor.
Yeah, we can.
You know,
because a lot of it we do ourselves. So we may find pieces at like an antique shop or somewhere random. We'll put them together. Or Nico finds windows and we put pictures in the windows. So there's a bunch of fun things that we love to do. And one of my favorite things is gumbo. And it's just because I'm from Louisiana. So it's one of those things where growing up as a kid, you put the pot of gumbo together on Sunday, your family comes over, your cousin's brother, sister, like you don't even know who all the people are going to be that's coming over, but then you have a big family dinner. And it brings everyone together to where you serve that with some good blankets. Like it's very homey and warm. And you can mix so many different things in the pot and let it cook for a couple hours and then it's done. Like it's so good.
As long as there's no okra in the pot. I do not eat okra at all. You can't pay me to eat okra. Y'all. So whenever she makes gumbo, she normally makes like
I do
two pots because okra is like a traditional ingredient of gumbo. And I just don't like okra.
Tara's making some jambalaya. That sounds good. We're just talking about what we should cook.
Yeah, jambalaya tomorrow. I saw. Actually, we don't use that much Tony's. We have it though.
We do because Egypt likes to use it on her eggs, Renee. Like that's her go-to seasoning. I since I've been an adult, because a lot of my family has high blood pressure. So whenever we do start the channel, you learn I don't cook with a lot of salt, but I still like it to have the flavor. But so I now buy the like low sodium one, but Egypt loves Tony's. So we have 3 different ones in the pantry.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Chipper? And happy birthday to Jace, Perry Hills. I see y'all are having a fish fry.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Yep, Renee agrees with me that okra is nasty because it is. Hey, the fence project, and I'm sure when mom does a video on okra, she'll break it down and give away the family secrets and ingredients they use, right?
Some of them, not everything.
But yeah, the fence idea was actually mama's idea, and also some of you in the comments said you saw the little opening and you said, well, just put a little gate there instead of having to open that 16-foot gate.
Jay said roll tide.
And that was an amazing idea, and I think the fence turned out pretty well, and we've already used it so much. Now that the goats are separated, you know, we have to go to each pasture for feeding, and it's worked out very, very well. And Jay said roll tide. Okay. How's that quarterback position going?
You're so silly.
Christina said okra is good. Nah, okra's good fried. You know, the only fried okra I've ever had in my life, was when I was younger, and it was from Church's Chicken. Church's Chicken has fried okra, and man, that has to be over 15 years ago. 15 years ago. So what do we have?
Londa.
Hey, how's it going? So that's Londa. She comments on and watches almost everyone, and she now has a channel herself, Adventures with Me and T. So
yeah, and y'all, she made the girls go grab them.
Oh, Sahara took her purse to school today.
She took it to school.
Mm-hmm.
She made them out of alpaca fibers, and they're so cute. So now Ashley's been trying to sneak candy in it. So she's like, "Can I take my purse to school?" But it's really her way of trying to sneak Skittles for her friends or Starburst.
Yeah, her purse that you made was full of snacks today. So.
So babe, how's it going for you?
Yeah, so I kind of touched on this at the top of the live, but I didn't really go deep into it. But I think it's going really well, simply because Pharaoh is such an easy baby so far. And the other thing that I love about being at home is being able to quickly get to anything I need to get to, whether it's something for the children, whether it's something on the property, whatever it is. I really enjoy that freedom and flexibility. So it's been going well, Kristen.
Yeah, so look, I want to show them.
Yep,
so
someone agreed with me about the Church's fried okra.
That's Sahara's.
Look how cute. Yeah, and look.
And then open
and you can hear the candy.
You hear the snacks in there?
Mm-hmm. She said, mm-hmm. And then this is Egypt's.
Isn't that so amazing?
Yeah.
And it's made out of the alpaca fibers, y'all.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's so amazing. I think they turned out so well. The girls love them.
I'm gonna get a snack.
See?
You get a snack, girl.
So
yes, Terry. Thank you so much for that reminder right there. So when it comes to some of the future plans that we have here on the homestead, you know, we've already spoken about we need a new chicken coop and chicken run. Mm-hmm. And that one, the new chicken coop and run we're building is going to be a fairly large area. And our plan as of now, because this could change, but our plan as of now is to cover it. So there will only be hens in there and cover it because we have an owl. And y'all saw that in our last video or 2 videos ago.
Yeah. And y'all, it was a baby.
Yeah, it was born on our property.
So we don't know where, like, I don't know how hours work. I have to do more research, but it's still here. And now it's big. So luckily the chicks are put away to where it can't get to the chicks, but it's been like, it's pretty brave. Like it'll fly and it'll get pretty close to us. Not in a mean way. But then it's creepy because it turns its head like, you know what I'm talking about, the owl thing. But yeah.
Yeah, we have like 3 trees that I see it go hop from tree to tree, and that thing was small. It's pretty big now.
Yeah, it is.
So in order to protect those hens, we're thinking about covering that run. But it doesn't mess at all with our older hens. So yes, you can.
Huh?
Don't make a mess.
No.
So yeah, the owl is cool, Sonia, but what the owl will do is take your chicks, and that's why we have the chicks in the barn right now, because they're so small, and also because the new run's not done. But
yeah, and
I'll
then
just say this:
the other part that we're trying to figure out, and we have some friends that maybe you'll see in some future videos who are so kind to offer to help us with this, is our fall garden. So we were like, oh, we got to do it like right now. And then when we talked to some other people who have been more successful with gardens here in our area, they were like, wait a little bit. So we're going to start mapping out what that looks like. But we're excited. Yeah. Because I love some cabbage. I love fried cabbage. I'll eat cabbage every day.
Yeah. Cassie has an incubator full right now, so I don't know if she's hatching for others right now. So I'm going to use that as an excuse as to why she cannot hatch as anymore, because if all of these chicks in the incubator hatch, that's 40 eggs.
Yeah, that is
not 40 eggs, that'd be 40
total
chicks that we have, which is crazy.
Yeah,
but we love it. Well, that's the other part about living in Florida. We may have other homesteads around us, but like you have to know them, of course, right?
Yeah.
So like we don't know any of the other homesteads. The only other homestead we know in this area, like besides our neighbors, are like our goat mentor. So our goat mentor is only about 18 minutes from us.
Yeah, he's not far.
There is one page that Mama found on Facebook.
Yeah, and she's 20 minutes from us.
Yeah.
She's not big on social media, but we're gonna get a kitten from her, but then she gave them all away. But she has a homestead that she's been doing for years. She just doesn't have a big social media presence. But we want to learn from her because she does some cool things with her animals that we think would be fun.
Yeah, and then there's another one that's actually in our same city, or one city over, and they do like chickens, meat chickens.
Yeah. So we want to learn that from them.
So that's all we have for now in our area, but that's like the struggle bus, right? So when it comes to like channels or homesteads on social media, they all appear to be, for the most part, like obviously there's some in other areas like us, but Oklahoma, Alabama, and the Carolinas.
Yeah.
Then you have some in Georgia, but we kind of feel like we're on an island here in Florida, which is it's a double-edged sword, I think.
There's some in northern. Is Dusty Goat's homestead nearby?
I don't think so. I think there's some. I don't think they're in Florida.
It up on maps.
I think they're like on the really close to the border of Alabama and Florida, but closer to the Panhandle, which is still about 7 hours away from us or so. So, but yeah, we kind of feel like we're on an island here in Florida. It's a double-edged sword because part of it is cool because we feel like we have our own like space, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Like we're creating maybe that culture of homesteads sharing what they're doing here in Florida. But on the other end of things, like it's hard to make friends with peers, people that know or understand what you do. So yeah, Debbie, Oklahoma has a lot. Oh, look who stepped in.
Hi, Judy.
The lady of the hour. Hi, Judy. We love you. You know that. Your place is beautiful. Thank you. Tell Judy.
Don't do that. Stop it. We love.
That's hilarious.
I aspire to be like as organized as Judy is when it comes to her chickens, because ours right now, we don't know all the different names. I know like Splash Americanas. So I aspire to get to her level one day because she has some beautiful, like, yeah, I was just amazed whenever we went. And the setup is great. So I aspire, and we have to get some dinosaur bones because SJ insists that Aunt Judy is the coolest because she has dinosaur bones, and we don't,
Yeah.
and we don't have a creek, so that's one thing too.
Yeah, we want water on
Judy's
our
creek
property
is
as well.
like
Her creek is
it's
amazing.
beautiful. It's so pretty. It was so relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny about dog?
Mr. Clean.
Start calling me Mr. Clean. Wow. You know what's so funny about dog bandanas is that before when we were in Mississippi, we used to raise Siberian Huskies,
Yes.
and we always
They
kept
always had a
dog
bandana.
bandanas on them. Always kept dog bandanas on them. Like we would change them out each day. Like I literally had like a bag full
You
of
did.
bandanas.
It was kind of.
Someone asked a question about that, by the way. I'm not just like randomly.
No,
bringing
if
that
we're
up.
gonna do
Yeah.
bandanas for the dogs.
So
Yeah.
we haven't thought about like
That's a
making
good idea,
bandanas
though.
or doing anything like that, but that could be something that we get back into because we used to take it serious.
Yeah.
Like we used to change their bandanas every day, like it was an outfit.
And they had different ones for the seasons.
Yeah.
It was
So
cute.
yeah,
That's so
I
cute.
actually miss doing dog bandanas.
And I saw someone ask if I had a Runza. So I used to have a young lady that worked for me named Tatiana, and she could bake. So then, and I believe it's like a pastry filled with meat, but then you can make it into different shapes, if I'm not mistaken. But I have tried it. I have not tried to make it yet, though.
Thank you,
But-
Susan.
But maybe we should try. We could test it out.
Yeah. So as we sit here on this live, I can hear Big Mike, trying to break through the gate. He
Yeah.
only does this during breeding season, y'all. And what's interesting is he has his own group of girls, and Peanut Butter has his own group of girls, and then Oreo has Valentine, of course.
He doesn't care.
But he doesn't care. Like he wants all the ladies.
All of them to himself.
He wants all
He's
the
a
ladies.
ladies' man.
Like, come on, sir.
He does.
Like, stop being greedy. There's enough women in the world for everybody, right? We spread the doughs around,
we do.
and he's still trying to get the Peanut Butter's girls. So, Mike.
Oh yes, please send me the recipe. Please send it. Yeah.
And I saw it earlier. I can't find it, but someone asked a question about Bo. I saw a question about Bo, and one of the questions we do get a lot is, are we going to get another donkey, or are we interested in getting another donkey? Maybe so Bo can have a mate. Not a mate because Bo is, what's it called, gelded.
Y'all, Monique Pratt is Egypt.
This is Egypt
Joining
messaging
from my
us
mom's
from
account.
Nana's phone. So that's Nana, and that's Egypt messaging us from, I guess, the living room. But
She's so funny.
So yeah, Bo is gelded.
Yes,
That's
he
what
is.
it's called when they're fixed,
Yeah.
right? But we would one day like to get him a mate, but he plays with the cows. Like him and WB, Rough House, they have a good time. In fact, in today's upload, there's like a 5-second clip where in the background of Mama talking, you can see them roughhousing and playing in the background. So they love to play together.
Yes.
But he does stare at, like, they're really far. I guess he can hear them. And unless donkeys have like amazing vision, maybe he could see them. But he does stare off at one of our neighbors' donkeys. They have like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And I'm sure some of them are ladies. So maybe one day.
Yeah.
Good night, Cassie. Thank you for joining. So yeah, one day we intend to get something for
Yeah.
Bo.
And some people not in this chat, but in comments have asked if he's friendly, and he's super friendly. It's
He's
kind of
really
like, I think Nico has fallen in love with donkeys, y'all, because
Yeah.
now he wants more. But he's just so nice. So when you walk in, he's the one that wants to get love first.
Mhm.
So now we do have a newfound love for donkeys.
Yeah.
And look what Vivian
And I think
has.
they might all be like that because I don't think
don't know.
I've
I
never
don't know,
met I've
babe.
never met a mean donkey. And unless it's some type of like social media blessing or content creator blessing, all of the donkeys at Arms appear to be nice. And then
Yeah,
Marie
they
and
are.
William at Randomoki, their donkeys are nice.
Yeah.
We all Judy's donkey. Cog Hill Farm, we all know that their donkey is nice. So I haven't had any bad luck with a mean donkey yet. So, haven't thought about it, Vicky.
Yes.
We forgot she queen.
Well, I haven't thought about it, but apparently Egypt has thought about it. But yeah, we haven't really had that conversation. Yeah, they're burning some wood.
So they can
but-
eat some food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe they're gonna
I'm gonna
cook.
burn some fire.
Look, Val saying hi to you again.
Hi.
Renee, are you saying no to alpacas?
I want to burn my fat like them,
How
Mom.
dare you?
Yep, and Cogs Hill Donkey is from Arms family.
Oh yeah.
Miss Jessie. So yeah, I haven't met a mean donkey yet, y'all.
Mama,
So
I want to burn
I
some
don't
fire
know.
like them.
Yeah, and Kathy,
Mama.
so
can I
that's
burn
our
some
plan
fire
with
like
the 2 geese that we have now. Whenever
Mhm.
we do put the
Dad,
the
can you
chickens
get
in the
the
coop,
fire wheel so we can make it like them?
we can't burn fire.
we can't do that right now.
Yeah, they're burning wood. Maybe next time we cut down some trees.
So we're gonna put the geese
What?
in with the chickens whenever
Yeah.
we put them into their new home.
Yeah, so I saw another question. Yeah, I'm a survivor, has nice donkeys. Mama, you just answered about the geese.
Mhm.
Someone said Egypt needs alpacas. So here's the thing about Egypt, and I can say this in front of her.
Yes, it'll be the flavor of the week.
Yeah, so right now she's at that age where, and Judy speaks about this on her channel, but you
have
know,
to be real
kids
careful.
like, and y'all, almost everyone in this chat, I'm sure, has either had children, has children, or maybe you still have children in the house. Kids want things and then they love it for a finite amount of time. And then they move on to what they want next. Yeah, Christina, exactly. So we are waiting for Egypt to show like consistency
Mhm.
in an ability to care for the animal.
Yeah, and she has to do
Um,
research. So before
yeah.
we get
I
anything,
did do research.
she has to do, and she
I
has to
did-
present it to us.
I did
Yeah.
research for a
Um,
puppy.
Yep, you did on what that looks like. So any animal that Egypt gets, she has to do research because, and we want her to not just want it just for a week because, like Debbie put, they will lose interest.
Yeah.
And then we give it time. We don't just do it immediately
Right,
because we don't want it to be that case where we get something and then now we're taking on this.
right.
So we don't want to do that, and we also don't want to take something and then like it's being neglected. We don't want that. So no, I don't want to hold him. He's okay.
Yeah. So
Well, each babe is past 7:41. I mean 7:40, 7:43.
I'm going to see.
oh wow, it really is.
Egypt was
It
on
really is.
time.
So Egypt's about to run in the house really quick, and as soon as she gets back, we're doing the reveal for the name that her and Nana chose. So we have no idea what the name's going to be
We
for the
let
baby
them
calf.
pick, and we're a little nervous about it.
Yep, we 100% are letting them pick. I hope it's something that I like because geez, but yeah.
So look, while we're waiting on Egypt, are we composting, babe?
Yeah. So over behind Graceland, which is where Elvis and Priscilla live, we do have a compost pile. So we have a pretty nice size pile going over there that whenever we need it, it's going to be ready for us. It's doing really good.
Are you ready? Yeah. You can
All
sit.
right.
Here, let's
So
go.
Egypt, someone asked,
How's it going in
is
school?
Barbara, Miss Barbara asked, how's school going?
School's going really good.
What's your favorite subject?
Reading, obviously.
Yeah. She loves reading so much
That she doesn't want to do
that
math.
when we went to a parent teacher conference, the teacher brought it up in a negative way. Because he said they'll be trying to do like science or math or something else.
Don't say his.
Girl.
Don't say.
And
No, you were a teacher last year, but don't
yeah.
say their names.
don't
their
say the
names.
teachers' names. But she'll be over there reading a book. So it's like a gift and a curse, I guess you could say. But we love that she loves to read.
I already hit my goal for the motorcycle thing.
Yep.
I already hit 20 points.
Yep. So they have every month. They have different. Is it every month or every quarter for school?
Every quarter.
Every quarter they have different goals, and she
Mhm.
meets it within the first week.
Mhm.
And so then her teachers are like,
Oh, that's
"What?"
a big fire.
Yeah.
Egypt, do you have a favorite author right now or favorite book series?
Wings of Fire.
Wings of Fire.
Wings of Fire.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the book set you got for your birthday, right?
Mhm. But there's
Yeah.
more. There's even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a machine that they just got for the library, and if
Mhm.
you get a gold coin, Then, so I'm trying to become student of the month so I can get a gold coin so I can get.
What does a gold coin get you?
Oh, you can get like a book, but you get to keep the book, and they have Wings of Fire in there.
See?
Yeah, that's cool. And every time there's a book fair, Egypt hand out wanted money so she could go buy things. So she loves to read, though. We love it.
Yeah.
But Egypt, so many people have waited very patiently.
We've
Been waiting. So, what is the name? Can y'all hear that frog?
I'm getting ready.
It sounds really close, but it's not.
It's not as
It's-
close as it sounds.
I was getting ready to run.
You would think we have a pond. We don't.
Egypt was ready to run.
I sure was.
Okay, Egypt. The baby
Okay.
calf. It is a girl. So, what is the name that you
Thank
and
you,
Nana
Val.
chose?
Thank you. Reading is the best. You're
Yeah,
correct.
drum roll.
So we were gonna go with brewer or sugar, brown sugar. I did have idea of sugar cube, like for another thing of brown sugar, but we decided to go with a pony cartoon character, and me and Nana agreed on this because we thought it was
What
so
do you mean
cute.
pony? Like My Little Pony?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
So we went with Pinkie Pie.
This is so.
Look, you can see Dad's face. He's like, "Oh my god."
All right, say that louder for the people in the back.
We decided to go with Pinkie Pie, but her nickname can be Pinkie if you don't want to call her Pinkie Pie.
This
From
was
My Little Pony.
unexpected.
Yeah,
Well, thank you, Nana. And
you
Egypt.
don't like it, I can change it.
No, it's
Nope,
great.
nope,
It's
it's-
so
How's that
good.
It's your name. You got
Okay.
We
to.
love it, Egypt.
You
'cause
you
picked
chose
it.
the name, and we
It's
love
a good
it.
name.
See, look.
So
And
she
and y'all,
has.
Pinkie Pie. Egypt has a backstory. When her first book, it was like a pumpkin contest for a book fair, and her book was Pinkie Pie book. So that was her
Mhm.
first pumpkin that we decorated.
That's true.
So yep.
Yeah.
And then also, I used to have a Pinkie Pie costume.
You
Oh
did.
yes, and now SJ wears
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, Egypt has gone through the phases like most children, so I don't remember them all, but My Little Pony was definitely one of them.
Yeah.
And then what?
Now it's like unicorns and
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Mhm.
Yep. So Pinkie Pie it is.
I got a whole collection of Pokemon cards.
Baby, you gotta say the name again. What is it?
It's Pinkie Pie. How do you spell it?
I only said it because somebody said they wanted to hear you say it again.
Is you spell it pie like that, like a pie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go.
I know, Kristen. I thought she would say Rainbow Dash when she said, that. But
There you go.
There you go.
So Pinkie Pie it is. Pinkie for short.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Hopefully she likes it. You think she'll answer to it?
I don't know.
We got to teach her that
Yeah.
that's her name, right?
Well, pretty much Coco. She's like nicest.
hmm
Maybe her
Yeah.
baby would be like.
That is another blessing right there. Coco is very sweet. She eats out of our hand.
Yeah.
She knows. There's the owl. She knows her name.
Where?
She answers to her name. So
Mhm.
we're thinking that because Coco's nice, that the baby will be nice. The baby won't be afraid of us, and the baby will approach us and all that good stuff. So that is something we're very happy about. So
I'm looking for the owl. I don't want.
it's too high up in the tree.
I don't want to get Tucker.
Oh, Renee,
It is not gonna get
Nana
Tucker.
would love that. We even though we're in Florida, we listen to Zydeco music all the time.
Yeah, we do. We love that.
I think Nana would love that.
Yeah, she would. So, yeah, it looks like you're getting a
Oh,
great response to your name.
Tucker just dumped on the table.
did.
Yeah. Oh boy. So it looks like you're getting a great response to the name that you chose, which is good. Yep. See, there you go. You and Nana did great with the name. Keep reading, Egypt.
Tucker.
And Tucker's off, I think.
No, he thinks we have food.
Yeah, we don't have any food, buddy. I'm sorry. Can't have my drink though.
Oh, that's a good idea. We can get her a pink necklace, and Hannah says we can
Oh,
feed
that
it. We
is
can do a bottle.
That is cool.
I do want to do a bottle though, so
Yeah.
I do agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the kitten's name?
What's his name?
Okay,
Cam.
so I
Go
got
ahead.
him like 1 year ago. So here's the backstory of how I got him. I don't really know how I got him.
I got it.
But Tucker Tucker's a Maine Coon kitten.
What we thought it was.
Well, his
What?
mom is.
Yeah, his mom is.
And what is he?
He's not full.
I don't know what you call a cat when
Because I was
they're.
like, he doesn't look like one.
Because a dog is called like a mutt, right? So I don't know what you call a dad or what you call a cat
Well,
when
what
they're
is his-
mixed.
What is his dad then?
But
We don't know.
yeah, he's
They
mixed.
were dropped off at a sanctuary.
And the sanctuary that we rescued Tucker from believes the reason they were dropped off is because
they weren't full.
Maine Coon.
Yeah.
And she said that that's not abnormal. Like people who have Maine Coon cats, like if their cat ever gets out and gets pregnant,
Well,
they don't want
be
those
screaming.
kittens because they're not Maine Coon. So yes, Hannah is a mixed breed Maine Coon. So that's essentially what Tucker is. But we rescue Tucker. We're not breed snobs or nothing like that.
Yeah,
we
didn't care.
love Tucker, which is crazy to say because Natalie and I aren't cat
I
people.
do not like cats.
Yeah, but Tucker's really grown on us ever since Egypt got him.
That's why I'm gonna take him. If I ever get an apartment, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, he's going with Egypt. He is.
Why would you get an apartment? You're
Because I ain't gonna
9.
stay with y'all forever.
Oh, someone just asked,
Yes,
how
you
old
are.
is Egypt? She's 9. She just turned 9.
She said she's not going to stay with us forever. We'll see.
What y'all
Egypt-
gonna say? Something bad that happens when you're alone in the house?
No.
No, we're just going to.
Your dad would love it if y'all would stay
Yeah.
and we'd have like a family
Well, I thought that was
compound.
Tucker.
Hey Pam, Thor's doing really good. He's doing really, really well. He, of course, as y'all know, he has his house that has food, water. He has a pool back there. He also drinks out of the goat's water. He runs around. He respects fence for now.
Mhm.
He doesn't. Well, I've never seen him sleep in his home. He uses his home for the food and water,
And
or-
the rain.
or if he wants to get away from the goats. But he doesn't sleep in there. One of the grandfather oaks back there, he sleeps under the grandfather oak. That's his favorite place to sleep. So
Oh, Grandma Trina.
Grandma Trina.
Look, yeah.
And I
yes.
thought I saw my dad on here earlier.
Mhm.
So I think I saw my dad in here commenting earlier, and this is Grandma Trina, as y'all heard Egypt just say. So hopefully y'all are doing well wherever y'all are in the United States.
I love you.
I heard
They
y'all
love to travel.
y'all be bouncing around. I heard
Oh, I think I just saw the owl.
Oh, I love that, Claire. Yep.
where
She said the president. And so Daddy says so.
yeah, that's a real thing. So
Hi, Mary.
hi Mary, you're not late. We're still kicking. We're kicking. There's no time limit on it unless mom forces me off. But
because Nico doesn't like to eat.
He made me do that one time and I didn't like it.
you loved it. Yep. So they're in Las Vegas. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Mhm.
That's what I heard.
So Sonia, what's funny is
Las
Hercules was one of the names that was on our list for Thor.
Did we have a Hercules?
No,
We had Midnight Star, and was his name Zeus too? What was his name?
his name was Zeus.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is
Yeah,
actually
really?
Who's Zeus?
We used to have a
husky.
we had Siberian Huskies, once again, similar to Sonia. I believe Sonia, who's on the screen now, has or had Siberian Huskies. And we got your mom, Nana, for her birthday.
Mhm.
We rescued from
Rescued.
Grand Prairie, Texas,
Mhm.
from the animal rescue, a Malamute.
Yep.
I believe that's how you pronounce it, but a Mal for short,
Yeah.
which those look like Huskies, but they're the bigger
Big.
ones.
They're so big and
So they're the
beautiful.
ones that people mistake for Huskies, but they're way bigger and they don't have blue eyes. Their eyes are normally brown.
Mhm.
And his name was Zeus. So the dog we have now is actually our second Zeus, which
But we just remember that because
Yeah.
we ended up giving that Zeus away to another family
Mhm.
because he was just a lot. And at the time, we
We
felt
didn't
like
have
we couldn't
land.
give him, we didn't have land and we didn't feel like we can give him the best home situation. Whereas
Yeah.
our other two Huskies were a little bit older. So we let a family rescue him and we gave him away to a family that had more land. And so now he's living his best life. He is. And we get to see still pictures. So that makes me happy.
yeah.
Yep.
So Sandra and Christina, so far so good. As far as I could tell from our end, I'm not seeing any
Yeah.
lagging. So I think the live is going pretty well. Also, I don't have to drive into town and go sit at a gas station for 2 to 3 hours to upload videos anymore. I'm able to upload our videos from the house now. And the video that we uploaded today uploaded in about an hour, which is pretty good, right? Because I didn't have to leave the house. So Farrell and I took a nap until Mom woke me up out of my sleep. Why did Mom? You know what? Mom said she didn't say I had to go get Sahara.
I wanted to know who was picking her up.
Yeah.
We didn't even know Nana already picked her up.
So
we got out the house for nothing.
yeah. So story time. Pharaoh was, once again, he only cries if he's hungry or sleepy.
Or his teeth.
Yeah, he has 2 teeth now.
Yeah.
We'll probably share that in the next video
Is he
because it's
awake?
super cute. But
Yeah.
his 2
Oh, no.
right here, 2 bottom teeth are starting to come through, which is crazy. He's 5 months old.
Yeah,
And he already has 2 teeth.
I mean, actually, it was kind of.
Yeah. But I don't know. But he was crying for maybe about 30 minutes and he was crying a lot. Maybe more than 30 minutes. And it's because he was sleepy. Finally got him to go to sleep.
And then Dad fell asleep after
Then I fell asleep. Yeah, I turned on the movie Mortal Kombat. Egypt and I were about to watch a movie.
And then he just fell asleep in the beginning. I was like,
I always fall
"Dang."
asleep in movies, y'all. You shouldn't be shocked.
I looked on the side. I was like, dang, he's already sleeping. He just started.
Yeah, I fall asleep
It was
fast.
getting to the good part, too.
So I fell asleep, and I probably was asleep for maybe only about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then Egypt wakes me up saying, Mom said go pick up Sahara.
I did.
So I have to wake up Pharaoh, who I just got sleep, get him ready to get into the car, get Egypt in
And then
to
we're
come.
like all the way at the end of the road. We
Yep.
see Nana coming up.
Yep, Nana pulls up, and in the back seat is who?
SJ.
So ran out of the house and woke everyone up from nap time for no reason. And
It was
apparently
a
Uncle Jay was
test.
here. Did you know Uncle Jay came over?
Yeah, Uncle Jay
No.
came over.
When?
He knocked on the door and everything.
I was
But-
asleep. Pharaoh was asleep. So that means
Yeah,
you,
Kristen,
you didn't hear.
Egypt. This is why we have to ask her to leave the room sometime because she'll
Mhm.
say everything. Hi, Sylvia.
So I don't know if any of y'all remember this. I like the company I work for. We're really big on storytelling, but I've always loved telling stories.
From
And in the South, telling stories means lying, but we're not allowed to say lie.
Yeah, you
So
can't
my
say that.
mom raised us to say telling stories. That's not what I mean. I mean like literally telling stories.
Yeah.
So hi Sylvia. I lost my train of thought where I was going with that.
I don't know where you were going either. I was like, what does this have to do with anything?
I promise I was going somewhere with that.
Look,
What-
Mr. Herring just joined.
What's up, Alex? So
what?
when it comes to storytelling, the company that I work for, we're really big on storytelling. So whenever I'm making my like videos, and this kind of goes with what Val just
Oh yeah, this kind of goes with
yeah.
that.
So when we're choosing music, first of all, I'm an old soul.
When
so-
Nico's choosing music, because he does all the editing, y'all, like all of it. I do
Well,
none of
thank
that.
you.
Yeah,
Mom does the comments.
yeah.
So when we're making videos, we try our hardest to like, one of the things we noticed, I'm trying to choose my words carefully. So there's a lot of channels in this niche, right? And we all have our own flavor. Hi Robin, yes, we can see you or your comments. So we all have our own flavor. Some people literally turn on the camera and just talk. Some people like to show projects. Some people like literally just show their chores each and every
But
single video.
It came from
Which-
feedback we got. So
Right.
one of my coworkers, she helps channels in a different niche. And when we first started getting more serious in January, I asked her to watch some of the videos, and she said, "What if you put more music? But think
Mhm.
about the music that like it's kind of like when you watch a movie and it gives a different vibe." So then I told Nico, and then he just
Yeah.
he has found the type of music that
Yeah.
fits. Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is where with our videos, we of course try our hardest to stay consistent or remain consistent, but we don't like to post just to like post.
Oh no.
Is that a nice
Yeah.
way to put it? So
yeah.
like we're going to show a project or like I'm gonna cap us out real quick. I'm gonna put us out there. If we upload a video and all we're showing is animal chores, that means we didn't have anything to film. So I'm gonna throw that out there. That means that we don't have a project going on at that
Yeah.
moment, or maybe we had a long day at work.
Mhm.
So we do chores every day, right? So we just film our chores.
Yeah. And it does
Um,
take longer.
yeah, it takes longer, but
But it's
normally
okay.
we like to show like projects and things that we're doing to beautify. I like to say beautify the property
Mhm.
and the homestead. And then the music draws out emotion. So the reason I like to add music to our videos is it helps express the the feeling that I would like to get across. Like maybe
Yeah.
it's a sentimental moment, or maybe it's a scary moment, or maybe it's a sad moment. Like music
Yeah.
just helps bring that out where words can't. And it's all subconscious, right? It's in the back of your brain. So yeah, kind of a tangent there.
Yeah.
But Val, that's
Yeah. And y'all,
that's why we add music. And I use
he'll be in the kitchen. He's
what?
gonna get me later for this, and I'll come and have his eyes closed, and he'll be like,
Oh, whatever.
but that's him like trying to make sure the
Yeah.
music fits like whatever
Yeah.
he's trying to do, but he's tuning everything else out, and he'll be vibing, but
Mhm.
trying to make sure that he gets the right segment of the song to
Right.
fit whatever clip he's doing. But it's just funny because I'll be like dancing next to him. He has no idea. How's Frankie doing, babe? That's some of the things people ask.
Oh, well, the last thing for Val's question is I use a website called Epidemic Sound,
Yep.
and I spend more time trying to choose music than I'd like to admit. But I don't know. I like it. It's worth it at the end of the day. Okay, so what was the question?
How is Frankie's
Hi, Jorge. Or is it George?
Frankie's neck? Right here.
Frankie? Yeah, so Frankie's doing amazing. The neck injury happened in March, and of course now we're in September, and she's doing amazing. I mean, first of all, hopefully when you watch our content, Frankie can help dispel the myth. I'm gonna call it a myth that female emus are mean. Ours is nice. All the female emus I've ever met, like Random Okie Farm, all of hers are nice. I think it's it's like any animals, right? People say pit bulls are mean.
And they do have their moments.
Are they really?
They do have their moments where they have like personalities.
It's the owner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's how they're raised. So luckily we were able to get Frankie as a chick. Like she fit in Egypt's hand.
Yeah.
Very small. And she was raised with us for the first like 4 months of her life. She lived in the house with us. And I wish we were doing YouTube already at that time. Well, mom wasn't living here anyway. She was still living in Tennessee.
I did not like having
but
in our bedroom. She was in our bedroom. Nico's being polite when he says house.
It was cool. Yeah. So for the first 4 months of her life, she lived in the house with us. And then we moved her out to Achilles' room. And then we moved her out to where she is now. So I don't know. We love Frankie, and we think she's very kind and nice. Now, to be fair, if we were to ever get a male or even another female, you never know how they'll respond to each other. Yeah. So Frankie could change, which is something we're worried about.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that have emus, if you only have one, that's one of all of our fears. Like, what's going to happen if we get another one?
Karen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, Karen, Useless Farm is amazing. I believe she's in Canada.
We love watching
her videos are very funny. Her videos are very entertaining. But if you watch her videos, you just think female emus are mean. And I don't know. No. I don't think it's true.
But even where we got Bo from, Donkey, the guy that we got him from when we got him from Christmas, they had I don't even remember. I didn't even count them all. Mm-hmm. And they were so nice. Like we walked in there, they were friendly. And some of them, he had a bunch of breeding pairs, but they were all in over an acre together, and they were living their best life and super happy. But that made me feel like one day maybe we can get Frankie a mate. But she does have her days where sometimes she's like, leave me alone, and we respect it because she has a personality. So there's moments where we're like, okay, Frankie, you get to have your moment today because you're being sassy. But she hasn't done anything to like make us feel threatened by her at all.
Yeah. So Frankie will be 2 years old in January. So breeding season for emus is from November through like February, I guess you could say. So she's about to be 2 years old, and I kind of have my fingers crossed that she's going to start laying or lying eggs pretty soon here. Obviously, they won't be fertile because we don't have a male, but I just think I don't know. I think it's just going to be super cool. Like I can't wait for the day we go out there and just see a big green egg in the middle of her pasture. I think it's going to be amazing.
I'm gonna freak out, but in a
yeah.
good way.
And I have no idea what we're going to do with the egg because it's not fertile.
Yeah, what do you?
Like I know you could eat them, but I probably wouldn't want to eat it. So I don't even know what we're going to do with the eggs once she starts laying them.
But they're really pretty, so I can't wait. I'm gonna be excited. You know.
Yeah, we
Egypt-
saw a comment about Egypt having a channel.
Egypt does want a channel.
Yeah.
But we want to just wait because we do like to protect her in the sense. So like even when we go and do meet and greets or we go to different events, we try to allow her to still be a kid, and not feel like she has to put on like a happy face all the time because sometimes she wants to just be to herself. But our biggest concern would be like some of the comments, even though until she's what I think it's 13.
Yeah, there's no comments on the kid channel.
But we want her to be a child. Like we want them to. We say one of my favorite things to say is we love them being a kid, doing kid things. So we want them just to have fun. But she has been begging us. We have like footage where she'll film, and she's like, "Oh, guys, we're gonna put in the next clip, the next video we do for what? Monday.
I might. Yeah.
It's some cute stuff, but
I think. Yeah, mom says it a lot, and I think she said it a few times in videos. We want her to be a child. Like, it's so true, and it's so cliche because I'm pretty sure at some point all of our parents have said something along the lines of, like, enjoy it now while you're a child because one day you're going to be an adult, or one day you're going to have bills, or one day you're going to fill in the blank.
Yeah.
And when you're young, you don't care about that. You want to do older things.
Yeah.
But we want her to be a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
So if anything, maybe to Claire's point, like kind of like right now, she'll have little segments of a video or little parts of a video that are for her.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure when or if we'll, let her have a channel. Yeah. Definitely not at 9 though. I know that much.
No. Yeah.
I know at Walker Farm Film, their son just started his channel.
Yeah.
But he's like 13, 14.
He's older, yeah.
So I think that's about the age, 13,
it's
14.
Ranger's life, right?
Yeah. Hello, Ann from Central Alabama. I see a lot of people saying you could do art, and I put up Hannah's comment with the eggs. Definitely gonna have to look into that. I've seen where people like blow out the egg and
someone put that.
Do things like that, but I've never done it, and that's not me. Mom and I are both Pisces, but I'm not artistic like that. So if anyone were to do anything artistic with an emu egg, it would be Mom.
Me and Nana and I.
Yeah.
But
is he 11? So Sue saying 11, Dana saying 12.
He's somewhere,
so he's old. He's almost a teenager. So.
Yeah, he's older. Yeah. I know we do get a lot of comments. I wish we lived closer because then we Frankie and Nugget become good friends. But they're 7 hours away?
Yeah. I think it would be cool. A lot of people comment that. And before we moved out here, and I've been able to tell this to Jason in person, so I'm not like speaking out of turn or sharing anything that he doesn't know. But their channel was a huge influence on Egypt and I wanting an emu.
Yes.
We were still living in Mississippi, Hernando, Mississippi, and we've probably been watching Cog Hill for about 6 years now. So back to old Cog, I'm talking like go back with Cog Hill, Cog Squad for sure. But they're one of the reasons that we wanted an emu. And once we moved out here, and that next January, because the breeding season rolled around, that's when Egypt and I started looking for one, and that's how we found Frankie. So they definitely had a big influence. And I think some of y'all noticed that we have our own style of how we do our videos, but like a lot of our inspiration and influence did come from Cog Hill. And I think that shows a little bit in our videos. We just love that. We love how they decorate their property.
It's beautiful.
We love how they
Yeah.
take care of their animals, right? So we have so much in common, and I think that's one of the reasons I've always loved Cog Hill, because we do have so much in common with them, even far before we were on social media.
Yeah.
So,
It's good.
yep, Jason and Nugget are amazing. What do we have?
Y'all, Nico doesn't read the comments before he clicks on them.
Yeah, that would be funny. I don't know. I saw someone said, it was Christina said, I'm artistic outside. Thank you, I appreciate that. You know, I love to do the home decor inside, but outside is where I feel like my creativity that I do have comes to life.
Yeah.
Y'all hold on. I do have to decorate for Halloween. You know, we have children. Like, we don't
Y'all,
necessarily
Christmas, he's
celebrate.
so excited about Christmas.
Yeah, we don't necessarily celebrate Halloween. Of course, the girls go trick or treating and all that. But I do like to decorate for every season because I want the kids to have those memories. So I will be decorating for Halloween. So you'll see that. But Christmas, I'm already working on that.
We eat Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah,
We take a nap.
I can't wait.
And then it's full fledged, like bringing out the totes, and it gets serious. Yeah,
Mhm.
it gets so serious. But so he's excited.
It's going to get real, y'all. So I think, honestly, that's probably the video I'm looking forward to the most. Like, if someone were to ask me, if you could only film one video a year, which video would it be? It would be my Christmas decor video. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing.
And not me. I run from that section. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have scary stuff. It's Halloween, and once again, it's for the kids. So we want the kids to have these memories, and hopefully they carry it forward. So I think they'll have no choice though, because Egypt doesn't know it yet. But our goal, and Mama and I spoke about this in our video about why I left my job, or why I'm leaving my job. But oh, thank you, Deborah. So our goal with either this property, if we buy adjacent land, or property we buy in the future, is to have enough land that our kids never have to leave.
Yeah.
That would be ideal. Like, we want a family like compound, essentially, where, like, you know, you have your 10 or so acres over here, over there, and
Mhm.
everyone just stays together.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I love about many cultures, that's normal, right?
Yeah.
The families stay together. I think it's a very American thing, especially if I bring it even closer to home, like a Black American or African American thing, where, like, you turn 18 and it's like you're out the house. I don't want that for my family, and I don't want
Yeah,
that for
like Perry Hills. Yeah.
Yep,
That's
like
what we
Perry
wanna do.
Hill. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want
I need to go look up Morrow Hills.
I want all of it. Yeah, like the Moros. Yeah, like Lester and them.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
We want a compound where we
context.
all live together. That's my dream. So Egypt doesn't know it yet, but Sonia said, good luck with that. Well, you know, we'll make sure their land is far enough away.
Yeah, we have to have a little bit
Yeah.
of space. Yeah.
But
Hi, Lorraine.
that'll all depend on, any further blessings that are bestowed
Mhm.
upon us regarding how much land we're able to afford one day. But we would just love to do that. Hey, Linda Kinsey. I think I've replied to one of your comments before that your last name is the same last name as my stepfather,
Yeah.
which is a rare last name. Kinsey's a rare last name.
So in the chat, some people are asking, which Pisces are we? Are we February Pisces or March Pisces? Baby?
Oh, we're a week apart, not in age, but in birthday.
Yeah.
So my birthday is March 11th.
Mhm. And mine is March the 18th.
So yeah, we're March Pisces. And no, not a cult. No, not a cult, just a family compound. Like, mom and dad are over here, and then
We would love
there's
to have a garden.
there's Sahara's house, there's Pharaoh's house, there's Egypt's house, there's our fourth child's house, because
Yeah.
we've spoken about that in the video. we want to foster and adopt one day. So
Yeah, we do want to foster.
we plan to have 4 children. So one day we want to foster / adopt, but we just want everyone like together.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be in Florida.
Oh, her birthday's the same day as yours, babe.
Hey, March 11th. There we go, Linda. I don't want to live in, for example, Florida, and my like in Egypt's in New York and Sahara's in Texas and Pharaoh's in Ohio. Like I just don't want that. I want us to stay together. They don't know that yet, but one day they'll find out. Yeah.
But yeah, like a community. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's our goal.
Yeah. Yep. And I think part of that is our personal experience. I see Patty left a comment. So I think our personal experience,
I
because
miss it. I miss it a lot.
Yeah, we've moved around so much that we don't have family.
Yeah.
We have literally 0 family in Florida.
Yeah.
0.
Well, and it's funny because this is the first place that we moved to where my family's actually moved here. So my mom, when Nico first got here, if you go check out our journey story, we share it there. When he moved here with Egypt and Sahara by himself. So my mom left Louisiana for the first time and moved here with him, to help with the girls since I was still working in Tennessee. And then shockingly for us, my brother and his fiance ended up moving here like later in the year, but they live about an hour and 20 minutes from us in Lakeland.
There's some people on here from Lakeland.
There's some people. Yeah. So it's nice that we have, this is the like most that we've had. When we lived in Memphis, we had a cousin. That was a big help for us, especially like we love to go because she also likes to cook. So I miss that sense of like family because I grew up where we did cookouts. So like birthday parties, we didn't go somewhere to do a birthday party. We'd have a cookout. But I miss that. And I would love to see the girls grow up with their cousins and like have birthday parties and stuff. But
yeah, so to Barbara's point, like she's only 9 and already talking about leaving. So I don't want this to come off as like we're going to be like, no, you can't leave. Go to your acreage. Like we're not going to do that.
Someone's going to make a meme about you. That was funny.
If she wants to go to college, she could go to college. If she wants to go to trade school, go to trade school. If she wants to travel, she could travel. Like our hope is that one day after they do those things they want to do, they come home. And when they come home, we'll have a home waiting for them, Yeah. So, yep. And Susan, I see your comment about the Moros. Yeah, I mean, if that's not a family compound, then what is?
Yeah.
So,
and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's very beautiful what the Moros have going on over there in Texas. Let me see. Family closeness. Yep, I already saw that one. So that's our plan when it comes to the children. I brought up adoption, foster / adoption. All of our children are planned. That's one thing. So none of our children are like mistakes or oops babies. Like we planned each and every child, and we plan all of our children to be 4 to 5 years apart in age. And we'll probably stick to that, I'm thinking.
Yeah, when we think about it, from doing our like Dave Ramsey program and getting set up financially, for us, we have a rule where we want to make sure that we can give each of those kids an experience. We're both middle children. So we want to make sure that like when it's time to come to get a car or things like that, like those experiences, they each can have their experience and we have the finances to support that. That way we're not like, hey, sorry, you can't get a car because your sister. We don't want to have those moments. So just really trying to map it out financially for us is the reason why we have them spaced out. Yeah. But me and my siblings, we're all a year apart. So it's great because we're super close. So I love that aspect of it too. So there's always the pros and cons to it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We are well, let me see, Martha. Martha, the Facebook is weird.
Yeah, it doesn't give us notifications.
Yeah, the notifications on Facebook when someone leaves a comment or like sends a message or something like that isn't as intuitive as, is that the right word? Intuitive as YouTube. So it's very easy to respond to comments on YouTube, but Facebook is challenging because it doesn't show you things in order. It'll show comments from like 4 days ago, but someone could literally message you right now and you won't see it.
Yeah.
So we'll check.
Go into the app.
Yeah, for all our Facebook people, we'll definitely check. We're very, very, very responsive on YouTube. we do need to get better at Facebook. I can say that much,
Mhm.
but Facebook needs to help there a little bit.
She said it's about the dog.
Hmm?
I believe it was in one of the comments.
Wait,
maybe.
did you say, Martha? Did you leave a comment about a Great Pyrenees that was abandoned? Was that you? I do recall a comment about that. Yeah. So, Lorraine, to your comment about your age difference.
Yeah, I do remember that comment. I responded
My brother, you responded to that one?
Mhm.
Okay,
because
cool.
I think it's sad.
Yeah. My brother and I are about a little over 2 years apart, and then my younger sister and I are 10 years apart. So like my brother and I are really close, and then my sister and I are very far, 10 years apart in age. So we wanted to have some space in between our children, but not so much
just little.
space. But not so much space that, they don't feel like they're siblings, if that makes sense. Hello, Renee.
And Martha, all my messages just loaded, so I just opened yours, and I'm gonna close it on my phone. So when I'm finished, I'm gonna read it and then respond when we're done with this live.
Yeah, and Deborah, thank you for answering that question. But yeah, we're thinking about it. I tried my hardest to convince Mom to bring a pig home from Alabama.
I said no, I wasn't ready.
Because we were at Chestnut Hills, and that's the hat I was wearing today, by the way. Chestnut Hills Farmstead. So I tried to convince her to bring a girl home, but Mom wants us to wait a little bit longer, which I understand. So one day we definitely do plan to get another pig for Leroy. But he's living his best life.
Yes.
He's content. He has his wallow, his pool, a lifetime supply of fresh water. He doesn't have to split the food with anyone right now. He's loving it. So he's doing all right over there. He has great shade from the oak tree. He has shade under that tarp.
Mhm.
So, and I see we will.
Yeah, I'm gonna respond.
Okay, Martha. Yeah, we have your comment right now, so we'll definitely respond to that one once we get off the live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have the message. I got it.
Okay, good. And you answered a question earlier about the geese, right? That we were going to put the geese with the new hens and the new chicks. Yeah. So they're going to be like guard geese. Even though we want to cover the run, they're going to be like guard geese. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, look, Val's a middle child.
Yeah, middle children. I think middle children turn out the best.
You can't say that.
Why not?
Because
why not? It's true. I'm a middle child. You're a middle child. Sahara's a middle child. And look, right on cue.
You can't say that. Baby.
The middle child. Y'all want to hear something funny?
You can't say.
Here's something funny. And you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Hey, close the door, baby, so you don't let mosquitoes in the house. Don't let mosquitoes in. It's Florida, y'all. These mosquitoes will tear you up in your sleep.
There's frogs.
So you know how like if you ask a parent who their favorite child is, everyone knows the answer. What's the cliche answer that every parent's supposed to say?
I don't have a favorite.
I don't have a favorite child. I don't have a favorite child. I love them all the same. Blah, 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 blah. Well, here's the deal, y'all. Sahara, go in the house. Here, put her in the house with me. You're letting mosquitoes in.
Nico, I'm scared. I don't know what he's about to say, y'all.
So here's the deal, y'all. Here's what's funny about that. Mom and I, well, no. Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders had a video like a week ago or so. And he said in the video, because he ranks his children. So like every week or so, he posts about his children rankings and he ranks his children. I think he has 5. And he said, look, y'all, you know it's not true that you love all your kids the same. So I don't know why y'all fake like that. These are his words, not mine. So I don't know why y'all fake like you love all your children the same, because you don't. It changes from day to day. It changes from week to week. Hey, we put her in the house, baby, because of mosquitoes. We don't want her to get bit. Yeah.
And the frogs.
Yeah, we don't want her to get bit.
Yeah.
And come on, y'all, you got to know that's true, right? So I love all my kids the same, though. I don't know about.
Nico needs to go to bed. This is bedtime. No,
Nah.
one thing
Nah,
that I
but
do
it's
say though
facts.
is I think that statement is false when people say they love all the kids the same because Egypt Rose is completely different than Sahara Jade. So we have to
They're all
love her in a
different.
different way. And we have different connections, not in a bad way, but it's just different. So we love to meet them where they're at in their personalities. And for me to say I love them all the same would be wrong because I don't. I love Egypt to be Egypt. I love SJ as SJ.
That's still a cliche answer.
No, it's not.
That's what you're supposed to say.
No, because SJ, I can be blunt with. Egypt, I have to put on boxing
Egypt's
gloves.
sensitive.
Don't.
I can say that. I don't care. She's standing right here, y'all. So Egypt is a girly girl, and Egypt is sensitive.
Yeah, you
Sahara,
have to deal with, she's not sensitive. She just feels things
she's
a little
sensitive.
deeply.
She's sensitive. I can now this is true. So whether it's true or not. When it comes to discipline, mom's a disciplinarian. I don't physically touch my children. Especially I have 2 girls. I just don't believe that that's something you should do. I don't believe a man should touch, even for physical discipline, his daughters, because what are you subconscious? I'm going on so many tangents.
Yes.
What are you subconsciously teaching your daughter? Like it's okay for a guy, but whatever. So mom does the disciplinary. She's the disciplinarian for the girls. And when I discipline Egypt, I can get to her with just my words.
He does.
And like
words like disappointed.
The same impact. She's sensitive. Sahara, on the other hand, is a tomboy. Play outside with no shoes on, play in the dirt.
Egypt isn't
go in there, go with all the animals with no fear.
SJ is like me.
Yeah.
She is.
And I can't hurt Sahara with words.
No.
Because she'll
say something back.
Yeah. Y'all know like the kids these kids today, like if you're counting at them, they begin to count back at you. Like when I was growing up, if my mom said 1, 2, before she got to 3, whatever she wanted me to do, I fixed it. Well, Sahara would just count with you.
She'd be like 4.
Yeah. 5. Like she don't care.
She's like, Dad, don't forget 6.
I can't. Yeah. Egypt is not a Cancer.
Sahara
is a Cancer. Egypt's a Gemini. But Sahara is also right on the border.
She is, because she's a 26.
So you know how the calendar changes? There's going to be points in her life where she's a Gemini. Then there's going to be points in her life where she's a Cancer because she's right there. But yeah, Sahara.
No.
And Pharaoh, I don't know.
See. Yeah.
To be determined when it comes to Pharaoh. We'll see how he turns out. But the moral of the story is you don't love all your children the same.
Man, yeah.
Thank you to those that are being honest in the comments. You love them all differently. You don't love them the same.
Yeah.
Sonia says Sahara is her people.
Yeah.
Gemini.
My mom calls her little Natalie because you can't finesse SJ. You have to, like most kids, you can say like, hey, if you do this is gonna. She's like, okay, let me call your bluff.
Val is true. I'm just sharing what Deion Sanders shared out there. You know what I mean? Not saying I agree with all of it, but I do think it's true what he says.
You're so funny.
Sahara will boss Pharaoh.
Oh,
I think so.
Yeah. 100%.
For sure. Sahara is the little big sister. So she's the middle child, but she's going to be like the little big sister. I see Sahara like even standing up for Egypt. You know what I mean? Like she's the one that, even though Egypt's 5 years older than her, will probably go up to someone that's giving Egypt a hard time in school and like letting them know about themselves. Like, leave my sister alone, even though she's the little sister.
Yeah.
That's just Sahara. So
yeah.
Yep, we love them equally, just in different ways. I think that's fair.
I like the way that's.
I can agree to that.
Yeah.
I can agree to that.
Yeah.
Like Egypt right now, what's your biggest challenge? Like if there's something that mom or dad fuss at you the most about, what is it? As you chew on ice. I'm gonna help you out. It's your room.
No, not really.
I think it's your room. Your room, trying to keep a clean room, your clothes and all that.
Pretty much it's me and my sassiness.
Egypt is sassy
Yeah,
sometimes.
she could be
y'all.
sassy.
She can be sassy.
Not as sassy as Sahara, but she could be
Yeah.
sassy. But yeah, I think like from a chore perspective, I think it's Sharoon.
But it's funny because she'll tend to all the animals, and then she's like, but yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Lorraine said I always had to stick up for my big brother. Yep, that's gonna be Sahara. So yeah, I think a lot of people like relate to Sahara and how she just goes through life at this tender age of 4. Like no care in the world, just beats to her own drum, just does things her way. And Egypt is the same way to a sense, but she's just sensitive about it, about how she goes through life
Just
right now.
feels things deeply.
Yeah, maybe she is an empath. I heard somebody drop that in the comments, but she feels like, what's a good way to say this? Like if we saw a stray dog, Egypt would be the one to say, "Stop the car, let's pick up the dog." You know what I mean? That's Egypt. So,
Like me and mom said them kittens. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, we do.
yeah.
You're like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny.
So let's see what else. If you have a comment before we hop off,
we gotta
just
get
go
dinner.
ahead and drop it in the comments. We're at an hour and a half in, but having fun again, right, Egypt? A really good time. Egypt is so sweet. Egypt is a sweetheart. Egypt, you have a lot of people that love you and support you. I think that's so sweet. I think that's one of the coolest things that have come out of this.
Yeah.
Is meeting people that we never would have had the opportunity to meet, conversing with people that we never would have had the opportunity to converse with if it weren't for social media. So I think that's pretty cool. The love and support that we get from all around the United States, Canada, the world. We really, truly appreciate all of you, primarily because, I mean,
it's beautiful.
There's like there's over 300 million YouTube channels. And there's billions of videos uploaded a day. So if you watch our video, you literally had billions of videos to choose from. So we don't take any of your comments or any of the time that you take to watch our videos for granted. No. I know we say that a lot, and hopefully we don't sound like a broken record. We just love to repeat it because we mean it. We mean it so much and we don't take it for granted. So thank you all so much.
Yeah. Just about, baby.
Yeah.
Egypt, would you be interested to be a vet?
Yeah.
You think you could be a veterinarian, or you want to be a veterinarian?
Yeah. What's for dinner, y'all? Someone put that in the comments. I did not cook, so this week is a really busy week for me at work, and Nana and I both were like, "Are we gonna cook something? Are we gonna fry some pork chops?
Pick up some McDonald's or Popeyes."
Of course, you want to go pick up some fast food. You said pick up what? Popeyes?
She said McDonald's or Popeyes.
Or KFC or Taco Bell.
Yeah, no.
Hey, you can get you some Starbucks.
Nah, I don't know about.
We'll see. I might cook something. I'm most likely.
Yeah, we have a Starbucks in our city now, y'all. Our city. So the city we live in, the population is like less than 500. And then the city over the population is maybe 1,500. And we have a freaking
Starbucks now. We're like, what?
Like, how do we have a Starbucks? But whatever.
But we do.
They're building them everywhere. So
we got pizza. I love pizza.
Pizza, chicken,
That's
rice.
One of my favorite things to eat.
Hi, Karen. Sue, you love Popeyes. We love Popeyes as well. It's just in moderation, you know.
That chicken sandwich will get you. It'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Village of 600.
Village of 600. That's pretty cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah, Alex, we have a Starbucks. We win it now. Walmart is our mall, the mall in our city. We literally go into Walmart and you'll see someone that you know from the community. Like that's where everyone meets up, or at the feed store, Knight's Feed, or Tractor Supply. Like that's our mall. Like that's where you're going to run into people, and that's where we meet people and learn things as well. You know, if I have any questions, I love to go to the feed store because that's where all the wisdom's at. You run into one of those older farmers who want to talk. They're not approachable, and they could kind of be intimidating. But once you introduce yourself and you start asking questions, they're very approachable. I love speaking to the old time farmers because they love to
So
share their
much
wisdom.
knowledge.
They love to share their wisdom.
And we love like when people leave comments because we learn. Like someone was even a comment and we learned about crimping. I hope I'm saying that right, crimping. But that was something that we didn't know about. So yeah, so we loved it.
Yep. So, but I don't know. We may cook something. There might be something in there that we could
See.
cook. I'm sure there is.
We can just hop in the car.
Okay, you could drive.
Oh, really?
Bye, Tara.
I would actually enjoy that.
She's so funny.
Hi, Latina. Okay, so I haven't seen. Yeah, stay out of Tractor Supply, but we've really Rural King. We've been
Rural
there.
King is our new favorite.
Yeah, we've been there probably 3 or 4 times now. Rural King is like,
It has so much stuff and it's at good
The
affordable
chickens,
prices.
too.
yeah, they have it's like Walmart. Rural Kings are like the size of a Walmart. They have everything, and they just have more selection than Tractor Supply. And their chick selection is like pretty outstanding
It is.
consistently.
It is.
They
Yeah.
had turkeys. I said, Dad, should a turkey.
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
have turkeys.
Yeah.
Tucker's ruining our bug.
Pakita. Yeah, Starlink is going amazing so far. Really love it. It's been great. No complaints. And as you can see with this live, as far as I know, no lagging or anything like that. So all is well. I have to give Starlink a thumbs up.
We don't have a fries.
Do we have fries? No, we had that in Tennessee.
Yeah, in Tennessee. we do.
Yeah, we had that in
Fries.
Tennessee, but we don't have that here.
Fries.
I'll show you later. Yeah.
So, all right, y'all. I could stay on for another 2 or 3 hours. Hi, Em. I could stay on for another 2 or 3 hours, but we do have to get dinner going. And tomorrow's football Saturday. I have like 3 games I have to watch, so I have to get my rest tonight so I can kick up my feet
And I just
and
have
be
to-
well rested.
And I just have to play video games.
Tomorrow's my off day. The way
Yes.
I planned this week out, I planned it so that I can be, I got to get this right, off tomorrow so I could watch, watch football, college football tomorrow. Open a Whataburger franchise in Florida. That would be cool. But yeah, y'all. So thank you all for joining our live. We love you all so much. About to go figure out what we're going to have for dinner.
Yeah.
We will figure out a schedule,
It could be on Fridays.
like weekly or bi-weekly.
Maybe bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly. Let us know in the comments what you would like, weekly or bi-weekly. And we'll see y'all on the next live.
Bye, Alex, and bye, Val.
Bye, Val. Bye, Alex.
Everywhere.
Bye, Sue. Bye,
Bye, Lorraine.
everybody.
Hope
Bye,
you're feeling good.
everybody.
See y'all next time.
Can we go to McDonald's now?
Egypt.
Have a good night, y'all.